passion and ambition are not the same thing. Hello, welcome to this week's Wild Spirits News. I'm Sibylla, and today I'll tell you don't confuse passion and ambition. I can't get out of my skin. Whenever I meet somebody new, sooner or later I'm going to ask them, what's your passion? Or what are your passions? A while ago, I met a guy who, I was talking to him for a while, and he answered to that question. His passion was to make his business successful. And I acknowledged that, and as we continued talking, I gently suggested that he might be confusing ambition with passion. To which he replied that to him, these two things were the same thing. Your mission today is to learn why it's important to distinguish between passion and ambition. Task number 1 is learn the difference between passion and ambition. So this acquaintance of mine obviously was very determined to make his business successful. But does that also mean, does it follow from that his business is also his passion or one of his passions? I say no, because it doesn't fulfill the criteria for a passion. What criteria, you might ask? Well, there aren't that many, and that's very important. There's only 2 criteria. And one of them is a passion has to light you up. So it's not you have to be particularly good or particularly talented at it or particularly proficient or make it your income source. None of this. It simply needs to light you up, to give you joy. That's the first criterion. And the second and last criterion is that a passion is yours alone. It doesn't depend on any outside circumstances or anybody else's approval. And you can see where this business thing falls down in terms of a passion. It depends on other people. A business depends on somebody to buy your product or your service in order to be a business. Otherwise, it's a hobby, right? And that doesn't fulfill the criterion of a passion. Task number 2 is how do you use this knowledge? Now, to avoid misunderstandings, there is nothing wrong with being ambitious. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be successful. I mean, I took my passion coaching and I made a business out of it. And I love my business. I really enjoy it. I'm very ambitious. But it's not the same thing as my passion. And I'll tell you in the following why it's so very important to make this distinction. So let me give you another example. Your passion might be crafting. So you're crafting. You absolutely love crafting. And you decide to make this a source of income. You sell your crafts at market stalls, on markets, right? Small arts and crafts markets. Or you sell your stuff online. You might even have a small shop somewhere, right? So that's your business, and it's to do with your passion, but your business is not your passion. You might enjoy your business immensely. You might really like it, but it's not the same thing, because your business also has downsides like you have to pay taxes, you have to do the administrative stuff, you have to do marketing, you might have to deal with refund requests or annoying customers or people who request lots of it. Like one product, it's very successful and you have to craft it over and over and over again and you get really sick of it, but it sells well, so you keep doing it. If you put the word passion on this business of yours, this might mar the joy and the passion that you associate with crafting. And it might in the end ruin it. I have met entirely too many people that this has happened to. Like an actor who got so sick and tired of the constant auditioning and not getting roles and getting roles, but always working for it and always hustling and networking and all this, the superficiality of the business, and it just really brought him down, and it got him to stop acting. It got him off his passion for years until he finally started acting again on a stage, on a lay production, and rediscovering how much he actually loved acting. Some people never find their way back to their passion. I've met musicians who hadn't touched their instruments in years, painters who have stopped painting. Don't let this happen to you. Make a clear distinction. Here's your passion. That's the thing that gives you joy. And there's the thing that is your business. And the way you do this, I mean, this is a big subject, but just to give you an idea of how to go about it, is you need to protect your passion. You need to keep part of it to yourself that you never share with your business or with the world. Part of it needs to be just you. For example, if it's crafting, you need to sometimes just make art, just make crafts, just do something because you enjoy it and not with the thought that it might make you money, that it might sell well or whatever. You might even do silly things or bad things just because you feel like it and because you feel like trying something new and it might go wrong, right? And then it's not a catastrophe because you never started doing it with the thought of making money for it. This is so important because that protects the joy, the innocence, so to speak, of your passion. And it's very important to protect that, especially if you also make money with your passion. So you can have all the ambition in the world. That is fantastic. You can enjoy it. You can be passionate about that. But your actual passion remains sacred. And that brings me to task number 3, which is, as usual, let me know. Leave a comment below the video and tell me what you think of this. Do you have a passion that maybe you already make money with it, or you're kind of considering the thought? What do you think of my suggestions about this protecting the passion? I would love to hear from you and I'll reply to every comment, I promise. If you would like some more, you might consider joining the community of Wild Spirits on wildspiritscoaching.com. You fill in that little form, get 1 email per week. It's 100% spam free. You'll get additional articles and information and recommendations of books and other resources. And sometimes you get exclusive offers that are only for my subscribers that nobody else ever gets to see. So go to wildspiritscoaching.com and sign up, or you can Google Wild Spirits Coaching. That'll get you to the website as well. Thank you for watching.